Free speech on campus is in crisis. Intellectual and political intolerance from left-wing students is reaching terrifying new heights. Pew Research has shown that 40% of millennials are okay with limiting speech. And when we get to students, a recent survey in the US has shown around 35% of students don't believe the First Amendment defends hate speech, and 30% believe the First Amendment itself to be outdated. On top of that, 63% want professors to be required to employ trigger warnings for material deemed discomforting. Luckily, viral videos showing the hysteria of students and faculty trying to censor others have brought more light to this issue lately. It's more than just banning speakers. They're using mobs and intimidation tactics to terrorize anyone who questions them on campus. Just take a look at some of these toxic atmospheres festering at these education institutes.
You should step down! It is not about creating an intellectual space! It is not!
Hey, MRA! We don't care what you have to say!
Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here?
Shame on you and PMO with misogyny!
Women?
Censorship has come from all sides of the political spectrum, whether it be banning pro-Palestine speakers or pro-life groups, which is why this should be an issue for both liberals and conservatives. If you want your rights defended, you must defend others. So how bad really is this problem? Well, here are the numbers, and you're not going to like them. Spiked Online, a wonderful website that I've had the pleasure of contributing to, has posted the first ever campus rankings on free speech in the UK. The FSUR uses a traffic light system to display levels of censorship, from red, amber, and to green. Unfortunately, out of 115 universities that are ranked, this is how UK universities hold up. Only 23 are in the green zone and are not censoring ideas or expression of students. 45 are in the amber zone, having intervened in free speech on campus. 47 are in the red zone and have actively censored and restricted ideas on campus. Unfortunately, this red group includes places held in high esteem such as UCL, Oxford, Edinburgh, and Warwick. Despite being the land of the free, the United States doesn't hold up much better. FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, have collected data on free speech and no platforming on American campuses since 1998. Similarly to Spiked, they use a stoplight system. Out of the 437 schools FIRE surveyed this year, only 4% received a green light protecting free speech and expression on campus. 39% got a yellow light, and 55% received a red light, clearly and substantially restricting freedom of speech. Like the US and the UK, the numbers are not much better in Canada. In Canada, we have the Justice Centre for Constitutional Freedoms. They have just come out with their 2015 report, and things are not looking good. The JCCF ranks 55 Canadian public universities by letter grade. It also separates the gradings of policies and practices, as well as university versus student union. 4 letter grades for each campus in total. The data exposes the disparities between policy and practice. Just because universities have free speech policies doesn't mean they aren't being abused, and just because universities aren't banning ideas doesn't mean they haven't given themselves the ability to. So here are the statistics for Canada. Out of 220 total awards for campuses, there were 8 A's, 23 B's, 76 C's, 72 D's, and 41 F's. Similarly to the UK and America, the majority of numbers are in the lower half, with student unions unsurprisingly faring far worse than the universities themselves. My university is ranked second worst for free speech. All of these statistics are chilling, considering universities are supposed to be academic zones, places where you encounter and contemplate different ideas while questioning your own, where all notions can be brought up and considered no matter how silly or politically incorrect. And let the worst of them be defeated in debate, not by censorship that suggests fear of a concept or lack of an argument. Students who are open-minded and eager to learn want this and are fighting for it. You do not have to accept being silenced by the thought police. I'm a student and I'm fed up. If you are too, send letters to your administration, question their policies, challenge their censorship, and be offensive in defense of free speech. Reach out to FIRE, to Spiked, and other defenders of liberty on campus. The enemies of free speech may be loud and bullying, but you're part of a quiet majority. Your courage will inspire others to stand up too. So stand up.